back. I don't care if that's your wife, you can run that. Tell her that the fool get a dunce cap. Talk about how he's living while I does that. And I run rap, so I bun that. Inhale till my lungs black. And my last jam locked off the airwaves bleak. So my hands out, look at where the fun's at. Look, Rob Kelly, I'm a boss. I tell her like this, get lost. And there ain't enough room in the spotlight, so could you please get off? Mr. Lock off the dance floor. Girls them shut out on the dance floor. So don't talk about he's got skill. He's alright, but he's not real.
I can't have you. I don't want nobody, baby. Boy, it's got to be you. I don't need no substitute. I need the real thing.
Get him!
I've been holding on. I've been looking for the real thing. Oh yeah.
That's right.
Waiting patiently, I never stop believing. See, I'm chasing rainbows, living in a dream. Boy, you set my fantasy, I'm never giving in. I'll tell you why. Yeah.
I want a wifey, but a good one. Like Sapper, but a hood one. Rolex, I got a flood one. And my weapon of choice is a spud. And I wave it at a hoodlum, so don't be dumb done. I get you undone. I give it 1% out of a ton when I'm going in hard with a young one. Rob Kelly, I'm the king. That's right. I can do it in the bar or the ring. Anytime. And I really don't care if that's your bird, cause I go hard in the thing. Don't care. Mr. Lock up your daughters. Bring another lamb to the slaughter. I'm only saying how it feels. That's right. He's alright, but he's not real.
I can't have you. I don't want nobody, baby. It's got to be you. I don't need no substitute. I need the real. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. Boy, it's got to be you. I need the real thing.
Hail, and welcome to the HomeBhoys Live podcast here on Monday, the 14th of September. It is now 10 to 8. I don't even know why I tell people that, because once you listen to this on downloads, that's pointless. But here we are, we're back. You can tell by the sound of my voice, I suppose this isn't going to be the most jolly podcast, given the weekend result. That we leave behind and head towards Ajax on Thursday. So there's a lot to be talked about. There's a lot to be complained about, and there's a lot of palpable anger out there. I kind of only took in a bit of the sort of online meltdowns. I kind of try to stay away from it, but I imagine that's what's going to happen here tonight. So we're joined by the usual crowd, one and only Jason Higgins out there in Wishaw.
Hello.
How you doing? You good?
Pish.
Yeah, me too. I feel like fucking shit. Harper's out there, and Harper and his fucking Bale choir are out there in the Rannigan.
We're sitting at the brand new, clean, disinfected Rannigan.
Disinfected? What were you up to the weekend?
My house got invaded by a sparrow.
A sparrow? Not your mate.
Fucking shit everywhere. It must have been in here for hours.
See, when you said a sparrow, I thought you meant your mate.
It wasn't my mate for Northampton.
That sounds right. No. He's some gas coming in the house.
On his fucking scrubbing floor. I had to clean everything. Like, no, it's shit everywhere. Like.
How did a sparrow get in your house?
Come down the fucking chimney.
No way. That's like a Harry Potter fucking thing.
Come down the chimney like a Provost Santa Claus did.
And how did you know it was a sparrow? I didn't know you were an ornithologist.
Oh, it was maybe a fucking, I don't know.
Sure wasn't a corncrake? No,
only the sparrows and Drogheda.
Sparrows, right, so we're doing
fucking disaster,
right here. The whole weekend's been a disaster. We're also joined full squad tonight by the Green White Raider, Mr. Paul Larkin.
Hello.
How you doing, Paul? You good?
No.
So we didn't.
Same as everybody.
We didn't do a show last week because of the international break. We're going to do a show about the book launch, but I'm sure we'll talk about that later on tonight anyway. But
I thought it was because you were hungover, Joe.
But that's what it was. But it wasn't just me though. Jason said he was hungover. See, I always wait for somebody else to say they're hungover before I admit to being hungover. You know what I mean? So let's get cracking. And let's analyse the shit that happened on Saturday morning. So I take it, Paul, you both at the game, yeah? Hello?
Somebody's banging their mic.
Jason, are you still there?
I'm here, aye.
Alright. Somebody's moving around, so stop moving. So I take it you and Paul were at the game, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the place was jam-packed, it looked. I mean, the crowd was great. So, I mean, like, watching it again on TV, it looked like, yeah, we're in for a bit of a treat here. You know what I mean? Full crowd, everybody up for it. And then the game gets started. And then go 1-0 up with a penalty, which was 100% a red card. If that's not a red card in the box, nothing is. Because he's standing right in front of the goalkeeper. What, 5 yards from goal? Guaranteed to possibly score. Clear goal scoring opportunity. And he gets pulled down. And it's a yellow card. That absolutely defies the rule book. Where's fucking Neil McCann's rule book when you need it? You know what I mean? So, I mean, for you being at the game, was there complete like bewilderment in the stands because of the fact there was no red card?
Aye, definitely. There was. I've watched the game back, and obviously, being at the game, you can't really see everything. He's got about 10 decisions wrong in the game. He's a fucking idiot, the referee. They should have been. I'd say they should have been down to 9 men, but I don't think the guy that gets sent off should have got sent off. I think that was a bit. You could see the challenge, but he didn't even get on his feet. He went in with his knees, sort of thing. So I don't know. But the guy that kicked Lustig in the head,
aye,
and your man Considine, the two of them have got to be off the park.
Aye.
You know, so they're down to 9 men and we for a penalty and we've scored. But the referee was a fucking absolute joke, and they should have had a penalty with Charlie Mulgrew with a handball.
I thought that too.
But I don't think their penalty was a penalty.
No, it wasn't.
No, but they should have had a penalty before that. The guy is just a complete clown. And I turned Sky on the day just quickly, and it was that Dermot Gallagher in England, and they're going through ref watch. And see the 2 parts of the game that they picked up. See the only 2 contentious incidents that Sky showed was a fucking Scott Brown challenge. They never got a yellow card, and they're asking if he should have been sent off, and they're sending off. And what the Dermot Gallagher says was Scott Brown should have a yellow, and their guy should have a yellow. But apart from that, the ref had a good game. I'm saying, holy Christ. But in saying that Celtic are fucking rotten, absolutely. Apart from that Charlie Mulgrew long ball to Griffiths where he gets a penalty.
Aye.
Wee Forrest done a jink when he came on as a sub. But apart from that, they're absolutely fucking stinking. Useless. What's happened to Craig Gordon?
I mean, the goal. I don't know what he was doing for that goal, like for the winning goal.
What's happened to Ireland?
You're talking about the thing is, we can obviously go into it in a wee bit, but everybody that's on the internet and stuff like that is reading about all these rumours that's going on. I mean, we've got no clue whether any of this is true or not, whether Dyla has lost the dressing room, but there's something going on there. Because they're. I mean, what was that? What was a young Croat now playing for? He signed him $4.5 million, and you've got Boyata and Charlie Crew as your central defenders.
Right.
And for fucking hell, man. And then your man to Man United. I mean, he's only a kid, but Blackman doesn't look any good to me.
No.
Your big Chifke comes on as a substitute. Fucking, you're as well just getting rid of that fucking experiment now. He's pish. Lee Griffiths is the only one in the team that gets pass marks for me now.
Aye, he's only boy doing his job every game, like.
And if he gets injured, fucking heaven help that team. Imagine we get an injury to him.
Aye.
Chris Commons can't even get a sniff.
That's very odd. You know what I mean? Because
like Paul, we've got a wee thread. And Paul questioned the team like when it was first came out, and I was at my work. Obviously, I was watching. I was at my work. I saw the game on my break. I wasn't too upset with the team apart from Charlie Mulgrew looking at it, but then when they started playing, I suppose in hindsight, fucking hell, man. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think the thing for me, Harper, is to do is the last time we played at Pittodrie, we had 4 different defenders.
Mm.
we did. The previous time we played them at Celtic Park, we done 4-0 with 4 different defenders. So then you go up with 4 new defenders, with a goalkeeper who we've already agreed has been shaky this season.
Right.
And it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is Aberdeen are playing a kind of front four against us. And
they must have been licking their lips.
Well, exactly. But even at that, I mean, take away the contentious decisions and all that kind of thing, we could have still won the game quite easily, but we just weren't mentally strong enough to do that. We were kind of crumbling as the game went on. When we got our nose in front, that should have been the time to squeeze it. But as Jason said, too many questions. Why the Croat guy's not playing? What's happened to Stefan Johansson, because he's done nothing this season? What's happened to the high pressing game that Ronnie Dyler wanted? That's not happening. We're asking Griffiths to press a 4-man defence and score goals. Nobody in the world can do that. So, there is. I mean, and to the point where, about the rumours and stuff, you hear it all over the internet. John Kennedy comes out and denies stuff on the news tonight. So it's clearly getting to Celtic, and it clearly means that, I didn't think that there wouldn't be, there's no smoke without fire. He wouldn't come out and deny something if there was something going on,
I agree with you. Like, no, I mean, the Aberdeen players must have been looking at that. Like, Boyata has been bad. Mulgrew at centre-half. You've got a young kid in coming to make his debut in a game like that. All right, he's come from Man United. He's got a wee bit of experience, but to me, the boy looked terrified.
Aye.
Big crowd. He's maybe just. I know it's big crowds at Man United, but that's a different atmosphere. Pittodrie packed. They're on the pitch. Like, do you know what I mean? It's a big game for him, and he just looked like a rabbit in headlights at times. Like, I didn't think he was especially bad. Like, he didn't do a lot. I wasn't going, oh my god, like, but I just thought he was. I mean, he was poor without being bad, if you know what I mean by that.
Aye, but you're not going to understand, his input was weak, but then again, so was most of the team. I mean, most of the play.
Sorry, I never call that, Joe.
His input to the game was weak, but so was most of the team, though. I mean, and it kind of got worse. Even when it went down to 10 men, it actually seemed like we got worse.
Aye, I said to Hedge at my work, like, I says we're sitting in the canteen, or tea break, watching it, and do you think we had the 10 men?
Aye.
At times in the second half, like when they went to the 10, it's not good enough. Like, it really isn't good enough.
No.
You were for a big game like that, after the international break, after what happened in Europe, you want to come out and make a mark and put down a marker. And by God, we done nothing. Like, I mean, it's definitely worrying, but it's quite fucking scary how bad they were. Like, and it doesn't seem to be improving. This seems to be sort of what you weren't shocked in the performance, put it that way, which is probably a big worry. I mean, I don't know, the big Croat, he's there, he's leaving on the bench. Obviously, we're hearing that Ronnie Dyler was away on his holidays, which to me is completely fucking bizarre. And the reason the boys are on the team is because he's never seen them training or anything. So, I mean, what the fuck's that all about? Like,
that is odd. Like, I mean, because you see him coming in for that money, and you think, right, well, that's a replacement for Van Dijk. At least that might lessen the impact of Van Dijk going. But he doesn't fucking play, and you see the impact of having no Van Dijk. You see
especially against Aberdeen, it's your main rivals.
And you see that winning goal, and you go like, well, if Van Dijk's in there, somebody with a fucking bit of height and a bit of fucking can read the game.
I tell you something else. I think the defence is affecting Gordon. Affects the goalkeeper. He doesn't know if they're going to come and they're going to go for headers. The goal was just prime example of that. I mean, to deal with.
No doubt whatsoever. If Van Dijk's in that defensive Saturday, he didn't concede that goal. He's either headed that ball away, and that would have been it. The galling thing for me is when you go against 10 men, you need somebody to just keep the ball moving, keep passing, let them make the mistakes. You've got Chris Commons there, just to bring him on. You've got the guy who had the most assists in Scotland last season, Scott Allen, not even in the squad. And then you've got another guy who's now in the books, Ryan Christie, who ripped Hearts apart on Friday, and he's at Inverness. So who is actually going to be the creative hub of our team? Because he doesn't fancy any of them, clearly.
That's the worrying thing, because this is their team now. Do you know what I mean? This is what we've got to play with. Like I was saying to my work today, do you remember when, like, say, it's crying out for somebody like, remember when Tommy Burns signed John Hughes? Right? And we all know John Hughes wasn't an amazing football player or that, but he was in there, he stick his seat where people wouldn't stick their feet. Do you know what I mean? A bit of a hard man, win headers, win tackles, Stubbs or whoever beside him will do the football side of it. Same when Big Bobo was there, he was only there to win things. His partner will do the football side of things. Mick McCarthy, same thing. We're sadly lacking that in the centre of defence. Just an all team. It doesn't have to be a spectacular player that we're going to sign and make money off. All right, the Croat's going to come in and hopefully be that. But I tell you what, man, Boyata's went rapidly for a promising start. Scoring, I think the couple of goals that he scored sort of
maybe papered there the cracks.
Because I mean his performances. He's need to just be the Bobo. In fact, stop trying to play passes and that. He can't pass the ball.
The thing is,
put it up the park or something. Just get rid of it. He keeps getting the ball away in critical situations.
You've seen me defenders with us. See, when we sign defenders, quite often they take about a year to settle in.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, we've got Charlie Mulgrew's never going to be a great player. He's all right in Scotland. That's it. But if you're hanging your hat on him, you can forget it. You're losing Big Van Dijk and Denayer, and they're two quality centre halves. We've not replaced them. We don't know about the Croatian, so he's not even getting a game at the minute. So you just say to yourself, what's going on there? So hopefully he'll play against Ajax, but who knows? But the thing is, how are we feeling getting into that game on Thursday night? Ajax dropped their first points, I think, at the weekend. But my God, but see the thing, the galling thing for me was MD surprised that Aberdeen outmatched us in every department, because I think, see, looking at McInnes, with the way Celtic set up, Aberdeen know how to play us. That's worrying.
But Jason, that's the thing that I said on the last show, right? Maybe it was a show before. We've got one fucking style of football. That's it. We get away with it in Scotland because we've got better players than most of the teams, right? We've got better players than all the teams. So eventually that can get us through. Good managers in Europe know how to play against us. They know exactly how we're going to play. Well, eventually shite managers are going to work out as well. Do you know what I mean? Because we only play one kid in a fucking game. And there's no plan fucking B. Oh, well, apart from, right, Shift to come on and we've done the two man up front, but he's, as you say, he's like a man shot. People set up against us.
That fucking Considine should have scored two before we scored. See the one he's got the free header in the six apples, and then the one he's peeled to the back post and he's fucking fell over the ball sort of thing. You're just saying to yourself, how easy was that for them to create chances?
Yeah. And the thing about the Chieftain thing, like for me, is apart from the fact that he's never kicked a ball, is you bring him on to play at two up front against a team who are basically sitting defending their box. So it means all the space is going to be in front of them, no in the box. So we've got two players there, and that's fine. But you need somebody there to actually going to feed them the ball. When Forrest came on, he just kept running at them all the time, and that's not what you need to do against 10 men. You've got to kind of physically and mentally shatter them by passing it around them all the time. I've got to say as well, I mean, we talked to everybody knew how Aberdeen would play Saturday. To me, baffling why you play Gary Mackay-Steven and Tom Rodgick, who were like two wee laddies who just wanted their mother to come and save them. You know,
what's happened to Gary Mackay-Steven? He's just vanished this season. Vanished.
I know. I mean, it took, for what I can gather, it took Dun United about a year to make him get the aggression out of him that you need in this game. But Jesus Christ, man! I mean, you know, he just doesn't get involved at all. He doesn't want the ball. Doesn't make himself available. Certainly doesn't tackle anybody. And you know, he's like a man short at times.
Do you know someone else like? You have Gary Mackay-Steven, that, and these players that were signing for Dundee United, and Ryan Christie's going to come in eventually. They'll sign Scott Allen. I think that we've kind of lost the fear factor as well there in doing that, because all the players in Scotland have played against all these guys. And they're like, well, I've played against them. There's nothing special there. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing to fear there. We're made up we're like an SPL select plus some fucking young boys that we've got for England that are complete projects and untested. It's not good enough. It really isn't good enough. And this isn't a knee-jerk thing. This has been coming this season. It's been poor. It's been poor to the get-go. Even when we've played well, there's been alarm bells with things like the Inverness game. They played some smashing football. But I mean, it sounds stupid to say this, like after how happy we were maybe only 3 weeks ago. But the European games, I think, were an eye-opener again. And then the performances since then have just been just gone downhill. And you've got to say, with internet rumours, well, it would explain a lot, because I can't put my finger on how so many players can just become They not became bad players overnight, but they're just not performing at all. How can so many in a team play like that? And the question needs to be asked: have they chucked it? Now, I've heard people say before, well, that doesn't happen. Players didn't really chuck it in the dressing room. Well, I made a point. I spoke to a football player today, right? I asked him, professional football player. I says, have you ever been involved in a dressing room where it would be described as chucked it? And he says, aye, 100%. I says, what happens there though? I mean, He says, look, it's just the same as any other job. He says, if you're in here and your work and your manager's pissing you off all the time, if you're playing pissed off, he says, it's just like being at your work. You don't perform the same in your job if your supervisor, your manager's pissing you off all the time. If you're not believing in what you've been told to do, stuff like that. He says a dressing room's just the same. They all talk to each other. It's not like they had a meeting and says, right, let's down tools or anything like that. It's just a sort of thing it's like a snowball. Like, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger because more players start talking to each other. They start getting more pissed off. Then they get into wee cliques, and the other players will be talking to this player because he's seen as a manager's favourite. All that kind of thing. So he says, I mean, 100%, it definitely happens. And once you lose the dressing room completely, you didn't get it back. Once they've lost respect for the manager, that's it. They didn't get it. You didn't get it back.
Well, as you say, I mean, we touched on the holiday thing. I mean, the questions have to be asked about that because I know this was a buzz around various journalists on Saturday that Ronnie Dyer left for a holiday the 30th of August, Sunday, and he came back for the first training session on the 10th of September, the Thursday, which meant it was 2 days prep with him for a game at Pittodrie. Now, to me, that's baffling because it's just not just the fact that they're not preparing for the game, but also the fact that he wasn't there to talk to Ryan Christie. He wasn't there on deadline day. Was that a factor in not getting Fletcher or other players? I don't know. But it just seems utterly bizarre. I mean, why does he need a 10-day holiday like a month into the season?
That is fucking...
I mean, it's just utterly baffling. I mean, it's... and I touched on this in a blog 2 weeks ago. One of the biggest issues I've got with Celtic now is what on earth is the signing policy? What is the recruitment policy? Because I just didn't understand it whatsoever. We beat Barcelona in 2012 with a good team. We eked us into the Champions League the following year, and ever since then it's been downsized of quality. And as you say, Harper, one of the things about that is it takes away the fear factor, and it also doesn't entice fans. I mean, let's not forget that Ronnie Dyer was supposedly brought in here to put bums on seats and entertaining football. That's just not happening. And then the big picture is, I mean, I've got huge problems with it because I think Jason summed it up earlier in the thread. The board are just making it up as they go along. There is no long-term strategy. There's nothing like that. And I would suggest that there will be changes soon because you've only got to look at the figures. Less than £4 million last season. Where's that money going in this season? There's no obvious route. All they care about is money, and you just think, something will give soon,
See, just on the transfer policy, right? To me, that tells me Ronnie Dyer has no say whatsoever in the players that are coming in. Because if you say Fletcher, for example, as a player you mentioned, right? Whether we're in for him or not, doesn't really matter. Let's just use his name for an example. So you try and maybe get this deal done on deadline day. A player like that's expecting to speak to the manager and what his role for him is. How he sees the club going forward. He wants to hear that from a manager. He wants to know where he sees him fitting in his team, the style of football he's going to play, all that kind of thing. How the fuck can the manager not be there for the last couple of days of the transfer window? That to me tells me he has absolutely no input whatsoever in signings or transfers. Or maybe he gives them a list and say, well, there's the guys. But to me, to not be there to talk to players, as you say, he never spoke to Ryan Christie. He's away back to him. That is complete. I've never heard anything like it. It's more like a sort of general manager and a coach situation, like what you get in American sports, where the general manager goes out and signs the people, and then just says, "There you are, coach them." But that, to me, isn't how it works in football. I don't think that ever is a success in football. I mean, I don't know what the rest of you think.
The thing is, you sign the young Croat, right? So the young Croat, to me, he must be Dyer's signing. Or if he isn't, then you're saying, where's Dyer doing in this job? The Celtic in last, that amount of money, that young guy gets straight into that team because you've watched him so many times because you're absolutely delighted at the club's bottom and he gets straight into that team, but no, he's not even on the bench. So what's the reason for that? But I heard John Kennedy's interview, and it's obviously Celtic have rolled him out there saying, look, you need to come out and say something. But don't believe it for a minute. I think there's something definitely going on in the background. I don't know anything for a fact. I don't know. I've just seen the rumours that everybody else has seen. Do you know what I mean? I had the odd text that this is happening, that's happening. I've got no idea what's happening, to be honest with you. But there's definitely something no right there, because that's the same group of players, virtually with a couple of additions for last year, apart from obviously the two central defenders. And the midfield going forward, we just don't even know what we're doing.
Listen, we're dancing around it. We're saying this. Let's just talk about what was said in the rumours, because it's on every message board. Everybody's supposed. Let's talk about it. There's no need to say. Do you know what I mean? We heard this and not. Let's just come right out and talk about it.
There's a couple of
things as well.
I've heard a couple of different versions, but obviously the one by Johansson and a member of the youth team, and he's meant to have clobbered them, and a couple of senior players not happy with him. Dylas took Johansson's side, but as I say, this is all made up stuff, Harper. I don't know if any it's true. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I'm saying that's what everybody's talking about. I'm saying we're mentioning it. We might as well. If there's anybody listening who doesn't know what we're talking about, we might as well mention what was said. Like.
But we're not passing it off as like fact. It's just
not 100%. But that's what everybody is talking about.
Aye, well,
another version we heard was that Johansson clattered Tierney in training, and Brown and Mulgrew had to be pulled off Johansson, and nobody in the fucking team likes Johansson. And to be honest, the way you see he conducts himself on the pitch doesn't surprise me.
And he's not kicked it off for weeks. So
no.
I know, it's
see, the thing is,
and what was it? The doctors quit, the physio's ready to quit, and the players aren't happy with these Norwegian scientists that have been brought in or whatever, dietitians and all the rest of it.
Well, I mean, there's definitely something in that, because I mean, the doctor's been ongoing, and the physio. If you take you back to November last year, Ronnie Dyler criticised the physio at the AGM, and he said that he didn't think players were getting back for injury. Jesus Christ. Harper just collapsed over his system.
I don't know. You'll hear a bell go off if something happens.
He criticised them openly at the AGM, players doing that, when they're getting back fit and stuff like that. There is, obviously, Norwegians come in. There is now, what I believe, 19 backroom staff going to an away game for Celtic, which is just, I can't even get my, I heard people say, we only, had 4 when we won the European Cups. Well, we've moved on a bit for them, but 19, Jesus Christ.
That's a many staff.
What are these people doing?
Aye, and then the other one was, what was the other one? The other rumour in the rounds, it was about Dylas comments after the Malmo away game about the players being scared.
Aye.
The players took umbrage to him saying that, and he kind of hugged them out to dry, and they don't think it was them that was scared, and so they've got their own ideas of what's gone wrong and stuff. I don't know.
But see,
another thing, that was as I say, I spoke to a football player today, professional football, still playing, and I said to him, that was another thing I asked him, because I wanted to be able to come back with a sort of point of view of a football player tonight. Do you know what I mean? And because I was showing him some of the stuff. And I says, how would you feel? How would the players in your dressing room feel if your manager came out and says you didn't perform because you were scared? And he says they'd be absolutely livid. He says, especially the senior players who are experienced and they've maybe been there and done it sort of thing. He says you would be absolutely livid your manager coming out to the pitch. He says he can say that to them in private and they can have it out. He says, but he can't go to the media and say that.
I totally agree. I totally agree with that. The players are human beings. And the thing is, that's sort of their professionalism getting called into question, and nobody likes that in any walk of life. But you're right, even if they're your players, you go to the media and you tell the media one thing. Whatever you say behind closed doors are between you and the team. But you always show a united front.
Right.
Basically, you get out and saying your players are scared. I'm a bit like, English isn't his first language, so I don't know maybe if it's the wrong adjective or whatever he's used. Do you know what I mean? You don't know. You don't know if it's say you were speaking a second language and you did an interview. Do you know what I mean? After you've been pumped out of Europe, I don't know. You don't know. So
see the thing with like Johansson, right? And that whole idea that the rumour that people don't like him, whatever. That wouldn't necessarily be a big problem, but for the fact that he seems to be like the fucking love child of Ronnie Dyler.
Yeah, well, that probably adds to it, like.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, we're making all this up. This could all be absolute bullshit.
This is all hearsay.
Stephen Johansson might be the most popular guy in the dressing room.
But here,
I would say in the likelihood meter that we're wrong, it's pretty fucking high.
Listen, people don't.
That's why I wish we had to get doing this. So.
People don't tune in.
That's what people are talking about. So that's what people want to hear discussions about. So we're only putting out there what's getting said and what our own point of view it is. And the thing is, when you look at it, it's probably if it's completely made up, right? It wouldn't have been a hard thing to make up because it sort of makes sense. If you know what I mean? Because every one of them you can kind of go, well, I can see that.
Well, see if that is the case and things are going south, like communication ways and relationship ways. How must the likes of fucking Blackett coming in and the big Croat and all those guys coming, like for them to walk into a shitstorm must be a fucking disaster.
But there might not be a shitstorm.
That's what I'm saying. But Jason, if we don't talk about this, there's no show.
Aye, but I mean, I think I'm not comfortable talking about stuff like this because it definitely. There's no substance to it. Do you know what I mean? We've no clue whether this is true or not.
It's all complete hearsay. Like,
well, I'll tell you something. As we said earlier, I think he's well on his way to losing the support of the majority of the fans.
Right, no, I would say he's at 50% now.
Right, easy.
See walking out of Pittodrie. I mean, people were disgusted. You know, not just necessarily the fact we get beat. It was just in the manner we lost. You know, you lost there, all right. The ref is fucking done his big time. The ref's absolutely fucking useless. And Lee Griffiths has come out and says what we're all thinking, but you know you shouldn't be saying it. But at the end of the day, why not? Because they turned around and said, did you see his comment? He says that happened at the other end. We'd have been doing it 10 men without a doubt.
I got my mortgage.
So basically, the ref's a fucking biased bastard. So I'm no.
Somebody should write a book about that.
But aye, so it's that's it was the manner as well. You can blame the referee, but it was the manner they done it. But the thing is, I'm still want Ronnie Deila to succeed.
See these rumours, Jason. Is this a way of finding an excuse for the players? Maybe.
Who knows? I don't even know.
Do you know what I mean? Though, like if somebody was cut, it's like excusing the players, if you know what I mean, and putting it on the manager.
Aye, well, at the end of the day, the players are highly paid professionals. So get your finger out your fucking arse and start playing for that jersey you're wearing. Do you know what I mean? The players are getting to me, the players are at fault here. You know, obviously Diala's got to carry the can because he picks the team and sends them out there. But at the end of the day, you've got 11 highly paid professionals that are running out into that park who, man for man, are probably better than most Aberdeen players in their position. And they've not been able to do it. Because at the end of the day, I think tactics and that, you can over-egg the importance of tactics. Because if you send 11 guys out there in the park, once they're on over that line, they're in control of what they're doing. And it's down to your captain and stuff like that to organise them. But
if we're only playing one system, Jason, a good manager, a decent manager can nullify that. There's another team on the park there. Like,
I get you, and I think we're on agreement. Ronnie Dyler's got to learn, and it doesn't look as if he's sort of learning in that regard.
That stubbornness is sort of one of the most worrying things, like, especially when you look at the personnel we've got.
I mean, yeah,
we're running because he's got a team to play that way. He's not got the extra strikers to start playing two up front every week unless you want to play with Shifty. And this, I don't know if that's going to work. Like, he's got players to play the system that he wants to play. Oh, well, if he has actually bought the players. I mean, I just don't know. It's a complete fucking shitstorm. It's a disaster. It's really fucking... I don't know.
It is. But you're staring down as well on Thursday. You're going to Amsterdam to play Ajax.
I'm telling you, man.
It could go from fucking bad. It could go from bad to really bad.
We get hockeyed across there.
Exactly. That's what I'm worried about.
The pressure on the manager is like, oh my God, man.
I mean, if you get roasted in Amsterdam by Ajax, like your first game, after coming away from a defeat by Aberdeen, and then you're heading into Dundee then? Play Dundee Sunday, you fucking.
But the other side of the coin is you go out and get a good result in Amsterdam, and then suddenly it's that was just a blip.
I know. That's how fickle our opinions are.
And it's just football fans, isn't it? It's
that's what it is,
you know, aye. But
I think we can all see that the worry, the alarm bells are there. There's a lot of players underperforming. Like it'd be a bigger surprise for us to come away with a result than the other way on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, for how bad we were as well, we're 1-0 up at half time in Aberdeen. And this is the thing, against Malmo, you're 2-0 up and 3-1 up. You're 1-0 up against Aberdeen. All right, you're not playing well. You're thinking the second half you're going to come out and actually play a bit. And, then you can rip the arse out them. If we'd get another goal, they would have lost their discipline. But, nah.
Jason, it's the same in Malmo. If they get the goal, if your man gets sent off, we get the penalty, it's a completely different game. And people say, well, it's not up to it's no refereeing decisions, it's about how we play. Well, they've decisions change games. They have massive decisions.
That Thompson was a disgrace on Saturday. I mean, he was terrible. I mean, we've covered all the mistakes that he made, and they're the main ones, but there was a load of others as well. And you just say to yourself, how incredibly bad's that?
But the thing is, it's endemic with him and Colum, and then you hear the day him and Colum are appointed to Champions League games.
Because nobody watched the games.
Everybody fucking, look at the fucking embarrassment Colum was in the bloody Super Cup game, where he missed Peaky getting done and all the rest of it. And then everybody in Scotland's looking at us and going, how the fuck are they getting these appointments? It's just silly fans.
I thought it was great, Robbie Nielsen, what he came out and said. I thought it was brilliant. About how they trained with fucking 10 men because they seen he was the referee and knew somebody was going to get sent off. And it needs more managers to come out, not just Celtic to be saying it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he'll not back. I read the thing. He'll not back down on it. He's not retracting the comments whatsoever.
I mean, for a fact that Craig Thompson gave them the penalty because he thought about the first one and realised it.
Aye.
So at the end of the day, they deserved a penalty, but not that one.
Aye.
They deserved the first one, but it's like you can look back at Hugh Dallas. Hugh Dallas gave Rangers a penalty because he got hit with a coin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not condoning hitting referees with coins, but
especially now when it leads to penalties. You know what I mean? But I mean, now the talk is title race again. Aberdeen are a big force. But you look at the table, we're 2 points behind Aberdeen, and they have a game extra to play
tonight.
So
they're playing tomorrow night. Aye.
Yeah, so fuck it.
It could be 5 points. We want a challenge. So all the Celtic fans were moaning and weren't getting a challenge. Get your arse out to the football because we've got a challenge. We've got a league race on.
Aye.
So hopefully we can get Parkhead rocking then.
We've got a league race. We have.
Aye. But we're second in that race at the minute.
Plus we're playing in Europe and they're no.
I think the last few games have been a big eye opener for a lot of people. Certainly for me. I thought everything was rosy.
Aye.
Until the fucking
the playing side. I don't think anything was rosy in the back. In the background and for Celtic as a club going forward, but I thought we had enough in the tank by far in the league to win leagues without going out of second gear. That's changed to me now. I think we've got a bit of a challenge in front of us here, and I still think we're good enough to win the league. I've got no qualms about that. I still do. But do
you not believe, right? There's going to be a manager somewhere saying, see that Lee Griffiths, just nail him, and that Celtic's goal scoring threat gone.
Aye,
it would be Derek McInnes if I was him.
Do you know what I mean? Though these things are a bit. It doesn't sound like cricket, if you know what I mean. But that's what happens.
It's grim because I think we all kind of had this feeling when we were just about to head into Europe with a really good feeling, beat Aberdeen, head towards Ajax, and then start fucking looking forward to things are really going to take off. But after Saturday you're just like, oh, this is shit. Right?
What?
I tell you, to make matters worse, I just realised today, before we actually play Dundee, we could be 8 points behind Aberdeen.
For fuck's sake.
Do they play next Saturday?
Aye, and then they play Tuesday as well.
Right. Who do they play Saturday?
I'm not actually sure, to be honest. Must be away for him, though.
Okay.
Right, so,
I know it's going to be exciting enough anyway.
It's definitely going to be a title race. We're going to be fucking chasing Aberdeen.
So they play Hamilton Accies at home. And then they play... Nah, they don't. It's next Sunday they play, Paul. It's Hearts away.
Is that
that's right. It's like it's a weird one.
Play Hearts away.
Quarter past
two.
It's on telly. 2:15. That's a weird one.
Are we early next Sunday?
No, we're 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
So they'll be on at the same time. So maybe that's the first game in a while we'll be watching. We'll be sitting at Parkhead cheering if a goal goes in to another stadium.
Well, it'll be half time when the Celtic game starts.
So I mean, we get.
When you look at what about Scott Brown? What about his loss of form now? Or do you think? I don't know.
That's why it's easy to believe in this. The players have chucked it because every Jason, as you said,
but I think Scott Brown's still trying like a bear, but he's off the game.
I agree with you. What I'm saying is, that's how it's easy though to sort of believe, to buy into the rumours when you see so many players. I mean, Pittodrie as well.
But I don't think we have the players have gotten particularly bad overnight. But see that cohesiveness and that kind of forward movement of the whole team, kind of moving forward as a unit, that's gone. That's gone. And it was great to watch. The legs of Armstrong coming in, pushing forward. I mean, all that. It looked great. Johansson backing it up. But that doesn't seem to be there anymore.
Armstrong's a big miss at the weekend.
Aye, definitely.
There's a Geary
as well. I was asking about him. Aye.
Geary's an attacking force at times, you know what
I mean? So predictions for Thursday then?
Predictions for Thursday?
Aye.
I've got no clue.
No, neither.
I will say we'll get beat 2-1.
Yeah, so I'll take a 1-1.
I'll take a 1-1, aye. I can't see it.
Bite the hand. I don't think Ajax have any great shapes, you know what I mean?
No, I mean, I saw their game on Saturday against 20, and the first 50 minutes they were awful. They were 2-0 down, but I have to say they were absolutely magnificent to come back to 2-0 and should have won the game. So they're a young team, and they're mostly Dutch. I think there's one Polish and one German or something like that. And Dutch football isn't exactly setting the head of the light right now, as we all know. So,
but can you imagine going into Europe with that back four?
Well, that's what worries me, aye.
Harper, what the fuck is that noise?
Oh?
Is that noise? Are you breaking out a fucking Shawshank or something?
Just touching my wee belt. Sorry. Didn't realise I was right next to the fucking mic right off.
It's like he fucking making mojitos there or something.
I think when you listen to this back, Harper, you'll realise we've heard everything that's going on in your house in the last hour.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, is there going to be any trouble? Do you think there'll be a repeat of the cops going buck mad this time?
They were talking about was it safe drinking at Dam Square? They're talking about half in Dam Square and putting the Ajax fans at one half and Celtic fans at the other.
What safety genius thought that up?
I know. See, to be fair, right, see, apart from that incident, right, which was despicable, but apart from that, see, on the night of the game and stuff like that, the Ajax fans we met were fine. They were all right, but it was the night before the game. My mates were in that pub and all their young team came and attacked it. So I think any Celtic fan going over there, if you're over the night before the game, be on your guard if you're kicking about that red light area or whatever. Just for the normal things you need to look out for.
Listen, if it all kicks off,
what's the ticket uptake been with Celtic fans?
Very cool.
I know they reduced I think they can get one if you're booked up.
Aye, I mean they've only got a small aircraft on as official charter, and they've not even followed that yet. So
I will see the price they were charging.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Was it £360 for the day?
Aye, I mean that's something. Just a huge bugbear, man. I think the club have absolutely destroyed the European support of Celtic with what they've done. I mean, we've played in the new camp and no Celtic allocations. I mean, that's just unbelievable, man. It's just outpriced people,
See, to be honest, I wouldn't even cross my mind to go on an official club trip, just because you're going to get screwed through the nose money-wise. It's just
You never used to. I went on loads of them. See the same day. One Saturday. I went to Munich, Stuttgart, Turin, Milan. Been in loads of them in the one days, and it was actually all right. You know, it was like £250, £260, and you're only like one and a half days off your work. You know, you can get in like the afternoon, the following day, and stuff. But it's just they've totally ripped the trousers off it now. I actually looked at the Istanbul one, and that was actually not too bad. I think was it 370 a night. It's accommodation, and my flight direct for Edinburgh is 270. So, like booking that on its own, obviously I'm getting 370 for 2 nights, and that's like a 5-star hotel. But for what you're paying for that, it's not actually too bad. It's not much more when those go independently. But the Molde and the Ajax one especially. I mean, you can get flights to Amsterdam if the Celtic game's no on for £50, £60 return.
Hang on a minute here. Who has the kind of job where you can just turn up the afternoon?
Well, people well, it's when you see you only need 1 day off your work, right? You see it 4 or 5 on the 1 day charter. I have never been to work the next day.
I was going to say.
Because you get in. So you're walking back into this 5 in the morning, you don't know what day it is, you're like, oh, where have I been again? It's quite actually surreal. Because I can always remember the Juve one with the 3-2, the one that Amaruso dived for the penalty, and a few mates for Dundee, they had went on the 1 day charter with we were staying at mine. So we gets off at Glasgow Airport about 2:30 in the morning, maybe about 2:30 or 3, and the Canton Express was still open, Circuit Hall Street. So we'll get the airport bus has dropped us off, and we sailed up there, and there was a guy in a ski top on in the Chinese. So we've walked in, one of my mates hanging a scarf on, and the guy's like, all right, where did you watch the game, boys? I'm like, oh, we're at it. He's like, shut up. He's probably there. Why was that racket?
It's heartbreaking.
What is going on, man?
Oh, God, I wasn't opened a fucking Monday. Fucking hell.
Watch the Sparrow doesn't come back for revenge.
I only went there and opened the window.
Right. So basically,
I'm serving a wee cigarette, I have to admit.
Back on the fags.
I bought a packet when I was in Glasgow last week. I've still got near enough the whole packet, but just the odd one now and again.
There you go. Why not? You're on holiday, why not?
I'm not on holiday.
Life's a holiday.
Act as if you're.
Listen, I could take that for a lot of people. certainly no fucking Alan Wicker. That was a question I was going to ask you, Jason, Paul. You were both up at Aberdeen.
Yeah.
What was the policing like this time? Because obviously, in recent years, there's been a lot of heavy-handed stuff up there, with the steward and policing outside the ground and that. What was it like at the weekend?
You go first, Paul.
Well, it's usual. I mean, for some fucking reason, Aberdeen had decided they weren't opening the turnstiles to 11:30. Now, bear in mind, it's after kick-off. Now, I know a lot of people, that doesn't really matter. But for some people, that means that they're going to, they want to go in straight away, whatever, certainly when I went in, it was a fucking nightmare because they were searching everybody at a sort of barrier, and then you had to go through the turnstile. And then there was, as I walked up into the ground, there was a steward trying to literally drag people off seats who were lifting up flags. This is before the game started. And it created a fucking atmosphere. But even I was on the train, and honestly, even in the city, man, it's a fucking disaster. All those pubs and that, I've seen, home fans only and all this kind of thing. And police all around the kind of market area of Aberdeen, and you're kind of like, this is a football match I'm going to, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like, am I supposed to... I've just sat in a train for 2.5 hours. I'd love a beer. I can't do that. You get to the ground, fucking get searched. And then somebody was kicking up fuck with one of the stewards, said, we need to stop pyro getting in. It's like, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? And I say again, I've been to numerous games, fucking, it didn't involve Celtic in Scotland, and this does not happen to other fans. And I raised that with Celtic as well. I says, you fucking bend over backwards to let Aberdeen do this, to that, this, whatever. Are you got to do the same when they come? No. Fucking, anybody else goes up there, they'll not get the same thing. And it's, you feel as though, I feel as though quite often when I go and watch Celtic away from home, it's as if it's just anything to stop us fucking enjoying ourselves about anything at all. With Dundee United, I mean, honest to fucking God, I fucking walked in the ground and got a metal detector search. Like you do it when you get pulled at an airport and they rub that thing up and down your body, whatever. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Jason's been to English football matches, I've been to English football matches, Joe, etc., right? There's a much higher intensity about the crowd at an English football match. There are people there that are intent on causing bother, and there's all that kind of thing. And in Scotland, that just doesn't really exist. It's not really that kind of atmosphere. It's not like swarming about with mobs and all this kind of thing, looking for bother. But eventually, if people keep getting treated like this, there will be. Because they just keep treating people like shit, and eventually they'll just say, you know what, fuck this. And it'll start causing bother. And this is at a time where, we're desperate to get people into our games, you know what I mean? But they're intending on making it so hard for people, in my opinion.
I was in the train, and I was talking to the police on the way up, and basically it was a dry train, they didn't let us drink on it, yet the law states that you can drink after 10 o'clock on trains, but they didn't let us drink. So I said to him, what's the reason for this? He says, do you not think football fans get treated like absolute cunts? He's like, aye. And do you know what he said to us? That's the policeman says. He says, I'll tell you better than that. He says, it's not just football fans. He says, it's Celtic and Rangers. This was his word. Celtic and Rangers fans. And he says, you don't deserve it. And he says, I see his words to me. He says, do you know the biggest cunts out there? He says, Scotland supporters. Mm-hmm. He says, you want to try and police their games at Hampden? He says, the states of they folk that are walking into that stadium needs to be seen to be believed. But we've got given guidelines to be easy on them.
Yeah.
So basically they're told to clamp down on us. And he says, how many folk misbehave nowadays? And it's just, it's fucking incredible. But talking about coming into the game, Harper, I walked in on a gate and never even get searched. There was 2 lines of police stopping everything, searching you. But it was all done randomly. You weren't all lined up. So I just walked through. So I could have had a care out with me. I just walked in and nobody even touched you. But other folk that were getting through everything. And it was just, there was no rhyme or reason. And see the amount of police at that game. The amount of overtime that must have been paid out there, it must have been unbelievable. And one thing I would say about them, right, they have their allocation. I don't know if it was 1,800 or whatever. The amount of Celtic fans that were outside that ground was unbelievable. Because see, nowadays, Harper, you've probably not been to Pittodrie for a while. Like the buses actually park in the stadium now.
Right.
See, they used to park on that big road and they walked over the hill to the beach end. And
the fucking beach, eh?
Aye, well, they basically drive right down through the graveyard and then into the bit where you walk into the wee end, and there's a bus park in there now. Mm-hmm. So, us looking at the train and stuff like that, see when I'm walking back up into the town, it's all folk that's driven in their cars or that's got the train or whatever. You see walking back to the town, see the amount of Celtic fans streaming down to the ground that have actually watched the game in pubs. Hundreds. Actually, they didn't have tickets. And I met a good mate of mine, Big Stuart, that goes in the Lisbon Lions bus. He didn't get in. He was steaming. I was talking to him, right? He says, they wouldn't let me. I was too drunk, and I was like, well, you're too drunk. He's like, no, I wasn't there before the game. He says, I've been in the pub drinking for 2 hours. But, you know what I mean? It's like, you just say...
but the thing is, though, the game was sold out, like...
Oh, and by the way, see when I did look about...
But it's not, when you're saying there's thousands of Celtic fans there with tickets, it's not like Kilmarnock where the half three-quarters stadium is empty. I mean, if Aberdeen are going to sell out, if they whip up tickets for us and they sell it, well, that's kind of up to them, I suppose. Like, do you think so?
Oh no, I totally agree with you. They sold it out, and that's their prerogative. You know, it was bunged, because normally when you look up to your left for the bit where we're in, that corner bit that's opened, that's normally quite empty, and it was raining, and that was bunged. Mm-hmm. You know, there wasn't spare seats there at all, you know. And I must admit, I met Big Marty for Ballymena Shamrock outside the ground. See guys like him, they deserve a bloody medal. See the grief they get. They're meeting people with tickets. I even said to him, I says, do you have a pint? Do you have a pint at the games? He says, 2 pints at the neck. He says, I can't drink. He says, because I've got too much to do. And see these guys that run buses, stuff like that. Bloody hell, it's a thankless task. You know, they deserve a bloody medal. You know, the amount of folk that's looking for tickets and that outside, and especially a game like that, there is maybe 100 Celtic fans milling about trying to get tickets. You know, and you see somebody like Marty where there's a better than average chance of he's going to first spare, you know, and it's like, bloody hell, it's 10 out of 10 for their commitment. Do you know what I mean? But so the police in that Pittodrie, all right, it's an all-seater stadium, but it's a fucking shithole.
Oh, it's dilapidated to fuck.
Trying to get, there's one toilet between that fell away end. You get to a porta cabin outside, and it's horrendous.
That's got
absolutely horrendous.
That's got to smell funky.
It's bouffing, honestly. But what do you do? So I've got a wee text from a good friend of the show, and it says Defence fan zone stories confirmed for Dam Square. But it says the record story today is bollocks. I didn't read the record, so I don't know what the story is. But it says Dutch cops have no powers to arrest people on sight, hooligans or not. There is a new police chief in Amsterdam, but the Romeo squad still exists, who were the undercover cops who caused the bother. And they would have cleared central Amsterdam long ago if they had those powers. So basically, there is going to be a split Dam Square drinking before the game, and that squad of police officers that are dressed as football hooligans, they'll be on the go. So everybody beware. If you think you're being attacked by Ajax fans, it's probably police.
I just thought all the Celtic fans would have went and had their drink beside the Fenian lamppost.
Aye. There'll be a few memorials.
I'll be
a lone piper there on Thursday anyway.
So essentially what they're doing is they're forcing everybody back to the place where the incident happened.
Well, that's where people congregate when you go there, Joe. That's just good.
Plus, it makes sense to have everybody in the one big square. Like.
Everybody always goes to a fucking square, no matter where it is. Funnily enough,
square, let's go.
I was the end that Amsterdam for that game, but I was there for the 3-1 game, obviously, and it was in Dam Square, fucking drinking, and the fucking boy got shot. I don't know if you remember that.
Just up a bit. Aye.
And it was fucking weird because he heard the gunfire, but never actually thought that's a gun. You know what I mean? You're obviously not thinking that. And then fucking, I'll never forget the boy who fucking got shot. Fucking got taken into the ambulance, and he was shouting at people, I'm all right, did he worry about it? It's like, fuck me, I've been shot in the chest, I think.
It was a gangland hit one.
That's right, so it was.
Allegedly, I don't know.
Do you remember that happened when we were in Bordeaux as well? The night before the game, and there was a gangland hit at one of the pubs all the Celtic fans were in. So we arrived the next day, and somebody had been shot in the pub the night before. And it was in all the papers and the news and everything, but when we were there, the news were all there and interviewed people and that about it and that. It's mad, eh? Remember that, no?
The Celtic Sniper on tour? Oh, man.
It was somebody for Glasgow had come in, done a hit on another gup for Glasgow in Bordeaux. The pub the night before the game.
But listen, we're getting in the realms here. Come on, just get away from that subject.
Just one more thing. There's information up here about Amsterdam. It says that they're going to have Police Scotland are going to be involved. There's going to be Celtic travel stewards. The whole Dam Square is just going to be for Celtic fans.
Celtic travel stewards, Jesus Christ!
What is a travel steward?
It's a steward that travels.
I know, but I mean, it's just some guy in a
Jason, that's the flat job for you.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, you imagine a Celtic travel steward trying to tell Jason, sorry, can I drink that, son? You need to move over. You're like, fuck off, man. Leave me alone, please.
Well, no, it says they're just there to assist with language issues. Does that mean like
tell her I've only got €40?
How much
for somebody else for that's not my season.
No, I wasn't talking about you. In general. No, I wasn't talking about you, man.
I tell you what, a wee interesting one. I've just looked at the chat room there. The guy David says he met us at Munich Airport after the game. That was one of the 1 days we were in, mate. I didn't make my work the next day. Yep. But the Stuttgart, I love that. Great city, beautiful. So me and Linda getting a wee overnight before Christmas, wee couple of nights. We always get the kids to watch. And I went on to the Sky Scanners just to see where flights were. And Edinburgh to Stuttgart, cracking flight time. So checked up, we got one of the oldest Christmas markets in the world next to it, a place. A wee suburb of Stuttgart. Stuttgart's got a big one as well. So got a couple of nights in Stuttgart. Me and Linda are going to Germany for a couple of nights, happy days.
Very nice.
Stuttgart are away from home, but so nobody will go to their game.
Don't think anybody's sat here in shock.
Linda's raging about it.
You sure there's a train you can take to a nearby city now? It's got a team.
Is that just one of these taking her to Stuttgart because you're going to Istanbul fucking the following week?
No.
He's got a level.
Or you were in Istanbul the week before. One of the fucking two.
You got to level the playing field.
That's it, mate. That's it. Just looked in the chat room as well. Toby Jug's on about what about our fans at the end throwing grit at the Aberdeen fans. Then you see that stupid video.
That was fucking daft.
What was that all about? Don't get me wrong. See, I was at the bit inside the ground. I was at the bit near them at the left-hand side, with the fence, and they were gone on to see the end of the game. So basically, I just made sure I went out the other exit, so I didn't have to walk up that fence because they were again at Celtic fans. It's stinking. You just say to yourself, well, every dog has its day. Do you know what I mean? It's the first time in a long way.
But it was daft. It was the hardest, angriest fuckers separated by a fence. You know what I mean? And they start throwing sand. You're like, for fuck's sake. I mean,
you're always going to get shit like that. I mean, get that with anybody.
I mean, it's easy to be hard as fuck when nobody can get near you. I mean, unbelievable. That was shit. So, I mean, what about a team for against Ajax? I mean, like, it's kind of rolling the dice at the minute, isn't it? You don't know who's going to turn up or who's going to be fucking picked at the minute.
You don't know who's going to be picked, but the big Croat's got to go straight in for me, straight in. And what's the story? Is this a gear injured?
Oh, where is it on there? I don't know. Is it gear injured?
Was he injured after Saturday?
No, I don't think so, but I think Izzy was just fucking tired or some shit like that.
Well, to me, Izagiri and the big Croat has got. What's it? Simunovic. Right, him and Izagiri have got to go straight to the team. I'd keep Boyata in the team. I have to be fair. I'd say. I'd just tell him just to stop trying to play football. Just the balls at your feet. Just get rid of it. Go to the park. Look in. Just defend. Hopefully, Lustig will play. And I think. I mean, as much as I'm talking about it's a much maligned defence, if the big Croat can come in and be a player, and obviously it's a big night to come into the team. Mm-hmm. But I'd be far more Mulgrew and Boyata they didn't know they were going to win a single header, anything. They just didn't know they would do anything. So if the big man comes in, and if Izagiri came in, I'd be a lot more settled, and I'd like to see Chris Commons play, because at the minute we're just not keeping the ball at all. Passing just seems to have vanished. At least with Chris Commons, you've got a guy who can go on the ball, maybe pick out a wee pass for Griffiths here and there, and the guy's a goal threat. The guy will take shots. He'll get the odd. So Commons has to go to the team for me. Whether that'll happen, I don't know.
I think Chris Commons, we're crying out for a bit of experience. Mm-hmm. You know, we're crying out for somebody playing the game that actually knows what they're doing and can bloody coach people around about them, because it seems that everybody just loses their bloody head now. Mm-hmm. So, but
too many kids in the team, man.
I've no idea. Big Hansen there, he's for in your neck of the woods, isn't he?
Aye, played for the same team as my dad.
There you go.
Socky Juniors.
He was meant to be a good golfer as well, wasn't he? He was always wanted to be a good golfer, I think.
That's right, aye.
There you go.
Oh, really?
So that's it.
Anybody else any other outstanding news?
Celtic are pish.
I'm waiting to hear all about the fucking book launch.
Oh, I haven't thought about the book launch, actually.
Wait, I'm going to go and get another couple of beers. What's your sense? The eardrums didn't explode or anything like that?
Can you do it quietly, like? No, clearly not.
Harper's getting so sensitive in his old age,
He is, isn't he?
It never used to be like that.
He lives in a wee bubble.
Could he not just put his volume down on his laptop or whatever?
Why would he want to fucking do that? To satisfy you? Or me? Or Paul?
I know.
Fuck us.
It's the listeners we're worrying about. We're just thinking of the listeners.
You're back?
Here, I was up the north there last week, right?
What are you doing?
I went up to Newry.
Oh,
Three cases of Becks for 25 quid. I'd be an alcoholic if I lived up there, like. Even with the fucking exchange rates, amazing. I got a bottle of that Scottish gin. You ever see that gin, Carun?
No.
It's expensive stuff, but I got it there for a decent price. And 3 cases of Becks for 25 quid.
Exchange
One
rates.
case left.
What would that be in Drogheda?
The exchange rate would be that something was about €34, but in Drogheda you'd probably pay about €45. Maybe say for tenner.
Aye.
So you wouldn't go up just for that because it costs you that in petrol, like, no? But if you're not getting a few things. It's closer than I remember, Joe. It's only just up the road.
That's because of the motorway. They've extended the motorway.
So I mean, you're there in what? 35 minutes?
I went to Belfast there on Saturday. It took me an hour and 25 minutes.
Right.
Right. It's grand. But yeah, so talk about the book launch. Book launch was Paul. I mean, I suppose you're more to talk about it than I am. 'Cause I just played the music and then got drunk.
We'll go drunk then play the music.
I like the mix it up.
Here, just before you go on, right, just what I was going to say, he's right, just because it's kind of about you getting drunk. You know when you were in the toll booth? Till about, what, 5 o'clock or something?
Left at 5, aye.
Rennick was across the road in Maggie Mace, Joe.
Was he?
Because they arrived in Glasgow about 4:15, and he was saying to me, it's a pity I couldn't have met Joe for a pint. Then it only just dawned on me like later on, fucking Joe and that were across the road, the toll booth.
It's probably a fucking
Maggie Mace is just like sort of diagonally across.
It's probably a good thing I didn't meet him though, because I would have ended up just fucking paralytic.
He would have ended up either at the book launch or you would have ended up with us at the kick. One of the two.
I would have got a support slot for the back.
Right. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting. It's a pity you missed each other.
We'll catch up again. So the book launch was a great success. Great turnout, Paul.
It was, aye. I mean, I obviously met you in the toll booth at 2 o'clock. And that was a good experience for us. There was a boy sitting in the toll booth with the full Celtic stuff on, middle of the afternoon.
Brand new.
Shorts and socks.
Oh, aye.
Brand new. And I swear to God, he
Don't
was...
get wanker.
He was
in his 60s.
Oh, easy. If it was a day, he was 60-something. Like, I mean, it was fucking... It was...
So we got picked up by Naz, friend Naz. He drove us, and of course... We just had no concept of how remote Carluke is, especially for Glasgow. So what we thought would be like a 15-20 minute drive ended up taking about 45 minutes, you know. And then, of course, the backdrop was there had been threats that went into the church hall that week on the phone, but thankfully found out the day that the managed to get a recording of the voice and stuff, so hopefully we'll be able to do something like that and get our own back. But in terms of the actual event, it was absolutely phenomenal. Not keeping you awake there, Harper, are we?
Not me, mate. I was total silence. Somebody else.
So the venue was fantastic. Cheap beer. It was only £2 a bottle of beer, and fantastic crowd. And we had John O'Farrell done all the canvas art again, and we had, obviously Joe singing, and we had John Fallon up speaking, which was phenomenal. He made one of the best rallying speeches I've ever heard for any Celtic player in my life, to be honest. Didn't mince his words, that's for sure. And it was brilliant, aye. It was really, really good. Everybody showed up and we had a great time, and it was good to be in Carluke. And then I got a lift home after it for Dougie Mooney, and believe you me when I tell you, Carluke to Edinburgh is like the fucking wacky races.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. No motorways until you get to Edinburgh. It was just like, Dougie said to me, if I was you, just shut your eyes and hope for the best here. So I was like, alright. So this is, what the fuck is going on, Harper?
Oh, it's not me. I swear to God, I just laughed.
That's you.
It's not me.
Must be off.
They're saying in the chat room there is Darth Vader on the night. Because Paul's talking and Joe's talking,
It must just be interference or something. I've just lit a flag.
That's what it is then.
But no, it was good, and everybody was steamboats, you know what I mean? So it was fantastic. You also, of course, there was no Richard Swan there, so there was a much relaxed atmosphere. It was run like a military operation, like, you know. But that was good cracking on the boys. Of course, Jason was there and stuff, and Johnny Mackay and all the mob. So that was great. And then, of course, Joe went up and managed to stay sober enough just to sing a few songs.
Just sober enough, Paul. I mean, just sober enough. The problem was, right, I met you for I met Jason for lunch, right? And I had like 2 pints there. Then I met you, and we had a couple of beers. And then I had a wee doze in Naz's car. And then we got to Michael's house.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was giving us beers. And I was sitting there going, I'm going to be fucking absolutely fucking gee-eyed by the time this gig comes around. And then we ended up just going there. And then when you get there, people are coming in, buying you a beer. And beer's £2. So you're sitting at the gear, getting beers. And then by the time I get going, I'm like going, fucking, I had to go into the bathroom and kind of stand there and go, and fucking wake myself up for about fucking 10 minutes.
Did you get the practice room?
It was great. Shout out to Glasgow Music Studios in Osborne Street. They're brilliant. They're nice and cheap as well. It was like £8 an hour, and they give you this a soundproof room.
Very good.
It was a great spot. And it was great to meet everybody. People listen to the show. I mean, like David Brown and Craig Hood, Tarboy, Big Eddie Cantwell. Yeah. And all the people you met, Lisa Miller was there, and so it was great, man. It was a great night. And we all ended up in the Wee Thacket, which is one of the fucking smallest pubs I've ever been in my life. Which is and there were some rural-looking folk in there, Jason.
Aye, we survived a night out in deepest, darkest Carluke. It was actually a good wee night out, to be fair, wasn't it?
It was good crack.
Aye, it's a big Eddie and that came for a pint with us as well, so aye, we were good. And then me and Joe and what was it, on the Saturday, took you to the Cross Keys with a good few drinks in there with Paul Quinn's brother.
Aye, for sure.
He got me a ticket outside Pittodrie on Saturday as well. So he phoned us in the morning and got us a ticket outside the game, and his brother scored my bloody winner. You're just saying, you can imagine him looking obviously delighted for his brother, but absolutely sick at Celtic's game meet. You know, and his brother's a massive Celtic supporter, but you know, he enjoyed his goal, and as a professional football player, who wouldn't? Do you know what I mean? But it was a bloody sickener. But good on Paul anyway. But I was gutted.
Yeah.
But so they went to Keys, got a few pints, and then we went down. We met with another drink in the commercial, met Seamus, and then come up here, get dinner, and then we headed into town, and you get the bus in, Joe, to get your flight home.
It was grand. I was knackered though going home. I was absolutely shattered because it's such a quick trip. You know what I mean? You get to Glasgow, and I'm in the fucking Greggs and acted like a wild fucking caveman, like I'd never seen food before. Fucking munched up Greggs, and then we run to this place to meet this person. You're going to meet this person. You're going to meet that person. It's just fucking. I'm just shattered. I think I'm just getting old. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I found weird last Saturday night? I never get used to this now because I've been in Ireland nearly 10 years, right? I see what I'm about Glasgow on a Saturday, and fucking cunts walking past me with Huns tops on.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually like being on another planet.
No.
It's like seeing an alien walk past. What the check him? Fucking the cheek of this cunt, man. That's what I mean. Because he's obviously just didn't see that here full stop, like, no. It didn't take me. But the first two people I've seen walk past, I actually stopped me in my tracks a wee bit. Check these cheeky bastards. And you just say, of course, it's not fucking Glasgow. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, like.
Yeah. So,
just thought throw that on.
How was your gig anyway?
The gig was fantastic. The crowd, the place was half empty. Great wee spot, I have to say. It's the first time I've been in there in the Hard Rock, up the stairs. I didn't even know they had like a wee venue in there. But you've never seen so many misfits in the one place at the one time, like, Jesus Christ.
Are you talking about you and Liam and Rick?
Liam and Jim wouldn't have really improved it either.
We looked like VIP had arrived. Put that way. Do you know what I mean? It was a good laugh. It was me obviously with Kiddo and Rennick. Kiddo I'd never seen for about 3 years. So even like we were in the pub for the Scotland game, and I didn't even think I looked at the screen twice. We were just that busy catching up and chatting. It was a good laugh. I felt a wee bit sorry for Liam because there was only 4 of us at that point. And obviously, like, I was catching up with mates and everything, and so Liam was maybe a wee bit left out at times, but no, it was good. Like, I enjoyed the gig. The music was great. Like, I drank a bottle of gin just about at the gig. Fucking hell. But that Bombay Sapphire at the end of the night, the wee Barnett says, see that bottle of Bombay Sapphire? She says, about 2 drinks left. So I opened that when you came in. And she's the only one drinking. So let's just say I had a good drinking. It was one of the ones where I was buying 2 at a time just to go up to the bar. And then because you've got 2 in your hand, I better drink that one quick, so I'm only holding one. So it was that kind of night. But it was good crack. And the funny thing was that obviously had said in the last show I was going to go back to Alloa and everything, but I ended up staying. I got a hotel in Glasgow and I thought maybe there'll be a wee after party with the band and all that. The fucking band ended up going back to Alloa. They were fucking staying with a mate of mine, so I missed out on a big party back in Alloa. But then the state I was in on the Saturday, it would have been even worse. Like, you know, the fear I get, the horrors. Like, I got on the Saturday and went straight to the airport and sat at the airport for 3 hours getting pissed. But no, it was great. It was a great weekend. It was good. It was always good to meet up with Liam. Obviously, me and Liam went back to that wee pub, Jason, that I met you in for a pint.
All right, aye. It's quite good.
Went back
St.
there.
Vincent's.
Aye, St. Vincent's. We went back there, and there was the Rebs were on. Like, there was a band playing. That, like, we only had a couple of drinks. 2 of us were fucking full. Liam's skelet a pint right out of the fucking table. This couple of us sitting was quite funny.
They wouldn't let us in the Saturday night and we got off the train.
All right.
I'm not surprised. Aye.
Great wee spot that, just.
Aye, it's nice. Aye.
Just knew you were saying it.
Aye, it's the old Bamboo on St. Vincent Street. And I think that might be actually the place where they had the night for the Feyenoord fans.
All right.
For sure, I think it might have been in there.
Do you know what I'll say though, right? See, like, it's the first time I'd been in Glasgow at night, apart from obviously being round about Celtic Park and that, but for a night out in the city centre, first time in a long time. I tell you what, Joe, it makes Dublin just look very fucking ordinary.
Well, that's what I said when I came back. I said, Glasgow's, it's just buzzing. I mean,
It's buzzing, man. I mean, they see that we couldn't get on O'Neill's. We were going to go to O'Neill's for the game. We couldn't get in there. Absolutely stowed. And all the pubs were the same, everywhere you went. It was just a great atmosphere, like, I don't know, just place was buzzing, even just walking about the shops. My eyes were popping at wide, Jason, do you know what I mean? Just the shops you didn't get in.
Glasgow's one of the best cities in the world.
I agree. I even said that to Vicky, like, I says, like, if there was one place if I could go back to Scotland, I'd have to go to Glasgow. I wouldn't go back home, sort of thing, like,
Aye, well, it's amazing. Glasgow's, it's got something going on every night, it's an amazing city. See if I get out for a meal and a few drinks and stuff like that, there's a ton of places you can go to,
Aye.
It's,
because we were in Maggie Mays, and then we went to McCool's for a few in there, and then just up to Hard Rock, like, But I have to say, if you ever see there's got to be a band on the Hard Rock, you should go. So it's a great wee venue. Up the stairs, there's like 3 levels. I didn't even know there was a Hard Rock in Glasgow. There you go. That was great. And I have to say, if anybody, you get a chance to go and see Elias Kid, they're fantastic. Like, they're supporting the Happy Mondays and the Happy Mondays tour, so I'll see them. They're playing in Dublin. I've got a contact now through my mate, so hopefully when we get in and meet Sean Ryder and that at the gig, should do, so I'm looking forward to that in December. Paul, if you've got to see the Happy Mondays, Elias Kid are supporting them, so it'll be good. You got to see them, Paul?
Aye, the old, what do you call it, O2?
Right, aye. Well, it's a good night, aye.
It was actually the thing, I know it's a tangent, but when Sean Ryder been on the telly, last night it was whetting my appetite for it.
Mm-hmm. I recorded that, I've not seen it yet.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant. He dominates the whole show.
I've got mad echoes, just me.
I'm getting a mad echo as well.
I'm alright.
I can hear an echo, aye.
That's easy gone away now.
That's all right, aye. It's just that I thought it was Sean Ryder and I went all surreal. Fucking
aye. Massive flashback.
So that was that.
So Jason, you've got to Amsterdam, right?
No, I'm not, mate.
No, you don't? No, it's
Istanbul.
Just picked that one.
Actually, talking about the Happy Mondays, that's the same. I'm going to Happy Mondays in Dublin. That's the Thursday the 10th. Is it Thursday the 10th?
Oh.
And I'm glad it's an 8 o'clock. It's a 6 o'clock kickoff. Sorry, because it works out all right for me. Because I'll be able to watch the game, then go into the gig. So happy days.
Superb.
Joe, you a fan start Happy Mondays gig, no?
Maybe, I don't know.
Vicar Street.
I've
got a few mates coming down for the north. I'm meeting up with them. They're staying the night in Dublin. I'm going to stay in Dublin as well. It'll be a good night.
I'll say, I don't know. See, I like Happy Mondays, but I was never a huge fan.
It doesn't matter. It's fucking night out.
I know, some of those in it. I mean,
Joe, have you told the boys what flight you've booked?
Absolutely, well, actually, this all came from last week being in your house. Remember one of the lads called in to get tickets off you?
Aye.
I was just sitting there looking at the tickets going, I fucking love it. I've always wanted to go to the Merseyside derby, like, you know what I mean? Because it's just one of those, like, I love good derbies and rivalries. So I was sitting the other night and I'd seen those tickets in your house and I was like, fuck, I could probably get a decent price flight. So I went on and checked a few flights, got a good deal on a flight to fly over for the 4th of October for the Merseyside derby and meet you and the rest of the gang for, is it Joe's birthday?
His birthday's on the Saturday, the game's on the Sunday.
Alright, so we're going to fly over there, meet you lads for a skin full of drink. Hopefully get into the game and then fly back that night.
And go to your work next afternoon.
I'll go to work the next afternoon. I'll fly back in at like 10 o'clock at night, so like I'll get home.
It'll be fine.
You know what I mean? It'll be fine. Because what time do you get into Liverpool?
I don't know, we're driving down, so we'll get there, I don't know. I think the game's at 1:30, so we'll be done for about 11:30, 12. Time for a good few pints before the game, and then get a few after it as well.
Happy days, that'll be a good one.
I can't wait for that night, because I really enjoyed the last time I went there. But the last time I went there, I was in fucking rag order for the whole weekend. So, I mean, there was one point during the game that I nodded out for about 2-3 minutes. I was like, fucking hell.
Were you sick?
Was I sick? No, because I hadn't had any sleep, and I was fucking going to a rave, and I'd been fucking drinking all day, and fucking had a fucking toothache. I was just busted, but I was determined to make it all come together. But I was brilliant. I had a good time. So I imagine on Derby Day, it's just manic round there, like.
Ah, it's good.
So I was just saying to Boy and what today. I'm going to get out of Goodison this season at some point, Jason. When you're going down, don't know for that game. It'll be next year, like after my holidays, because all my money's gone to New York, like. But
yeah,
and the new year, like, no, I'm definitely going to get her because, as Joe says, we can get cheap flights for here to Liverpool. Like, no?
Aye, once Celtic's got a game on a Sunday, we'll go down on the Saturday, whatever.
Right.
The game. Aye, definitely.
The buzz is great. Like the buzz of the fans is great. Like even Linda said that when I spoke to Linda last week. She said like the same thing she liked, the same thing I like was like people just coming at their front door, and the game's right there, right in front of you.
I know.
You know what I mean?
See, one thing about you look at them, how fickle football fans are. That's all's forgiven about Everton today with Everton because of a couple of good results.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? How they're all protesting and all that, and like Martinez, they hate him. No, he's fucking the best thing for sliced bread. Naismith, they all wanted rid of Naismith. They couldn't believe they never accepted $8 million from him, and he gets a hat trick. Fucking great player.
It's just football fans, isn't it?
That's what football fans are all about, isn't it?
But when I seen that result for Liverpool at the weekend, I was like, this could be a fucking belter. You know what I mean? Because like, Liverpool are shite. I mean, and Everton are playing some decent football, so they're going, this could be a cracking match. Like, you know what I mean?
Aye, but every time that's due to happen, Liverpool hump them. So I wouldn't be hanging their hat on that. But it's the thing with us, we obviously we're total down or up after Aberdeen and stuff like that. But when you actually look at it, the refs cost us there and in Malmo, really.
Aye.
You know, I know it's no paper over the cracks. The team have been shit, but the refs have played a fucking blinder to actually help us along that way. So you never know. I don't think there's many Celtic fans expecting something Thursday, but you never know. You know. I
tell you, Jason, though, the next fortnight is going to it could really what's the words?
Make or break Tyler.
That's as good as words anyway. Make or break Tyler, because Ajax, then like Dundee at home and Hearts at home. Obviously, Hearts have had a great start of the season. I know they lost on Friday night, but it's always a good atmosphere playing them. And telling you, man, these next 2 or 3 games, I could make or break the manager. Like, we're certainly in the eyes of the fans, maybe not with the board and all that, like, but certainly with the support.
So when's our first home game in Europe?
After Hearts, I think. Against Fernand.
Is it? Aye. Right, okay. Right.
And we've also got the... Aye, we've also got the Rafe Rovers League Cup tie.
League Cup.
In between Dundee and Hearts, so 3 home games in the bounce.
Yep.
I mean, see that result on Saturday, it's kind of taking the wind out of the sails going towards Ajax.
Is it not 5 home games in a row coming up or something after Ajax, no? I thought I read that today for some reason. Because Dundee and Hearts are both at home, eh? Rafe Rovers at home, Fenerbahce at home.
I'll tell you.
Can't be another home game after that.
I'll tell you now. I have right here in front of me. Hold on a second. So we've got Ajax, and then Dundee at home. Raith Rovers at home. That's at the League Cup though. Hearts at home, and then Fenerbahce at home, and then it's 4th of October is the Hamilton Celtic game, and that's at Hamilton.
That's a hell of a
Four games in a row there.
That's the same day as the Everton Liverpool game. Fucking hell.
Aye, and then we've got 3 away: Hamilton away, Motherwell away, and Molde away.
Could you not get a ticket for Hamilton?
It wasn't. I don't think it was meant to be the Sunday, wasn't it? No?
I'm sure we'll see a bit of it anyway.
I'm
sure
it's
yeah.
So, any other pressing news? Any other story? Is that anything to promote?
Any promote?
No. Nothing to promote.
No. This podcast has gone downhill rapidly.
I'm going to get one of the guys, Jokey. I'm going to get him on here.
Aye.
He's obviously doing a climb for the Kano Foundation. I think if you should mention as well the Kano Foundation. I know we were made last.
I was just going to say that.
Aye, on you go, Harper. You say that.
No, you say it, man.
On you go.
No, I just see the day that
ambassadors. Aye. Yep.
Aye. Paul the Tim was added to the ambassador club.
Oh, we are an illustrious company.
Very well
deserved as well.
Absolutely, because every photo he's in, he's got the Kano scarf on, and
he's an ambassador for Celtic.
Ah, yes.
Not just fucking. You know what I mean?
And by the way, I'm sure this coming week, Sunday, I'm sure the Kanos get Wee J, and they've got Downs and Proud. They've got a group of kids for Downs and Proud.
I think Downs Scotland are coming
game
as well.
this Sunday. So, that's brilliant. Another.
Was that not the Hearts game? No,
I thought
you were meant to be going to that.
No, I'm not going to. Now I had to cancel because my daughter's going to.
But was that not for the Downs?
I'm sure it's this Sunday.
I know. Brian did tell me that Downs and Proud were coming, but I thought he said the Hearts game. Then again, I was locked. I was locked, so I could have said anything.
I think it's this week.
But,
very good.
But I think Downs Scotland are involved as well. Like he mentioned that maybe happening too. I don't know. But that's fantastic. That'll be a great buzz. Without a doubt. It's fantastic.
Anyway, so congratulations to Paul the Tim. What's Paul's surname?
Yeah,
what's the surname?
Sure.
He should just change it to the Tim, eh?
It's just by default, he should change the name to Paul the Tim.
Aye, he should.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call my next dog. Paul.
That may cause him a few problems, though, coming to the airport security, if that's on his passport, you know what I mean? There's no hiding your fucking allegiances there, like. Yeah, so, I don't know.
What time is it?
It's 9:15. We're all fairly pissed off this night.
I know.
So,
it's hard to get up, eh?
It is. It's kind of one of those weeks where you kind of don't want to think about football. You know what I mean? Give it a rest.
I don't know if anybody listens for the club, but I just want to say that congratulations to there's a new Celtic Supporters Club started up in Ireland there.
Where?
Last week in Bray.
Bray, aye.
I think it is the Lisbon Lions CSC.
I thought that's what it said in the text, aye.
Aye. Because reps for our clubs that launched the CSC, they had their sort of official launch night on Friday night in Bray. A few of the boys and girls for our club went across to support them. Couldn't go myself because I was working Saturday, but no, it's just great to see in this day and age, especially in Ireland, where it sometimes seems few and far between to find Celtic fans.
Aye.
To see a new supporters club starting up, so wish them all the very best, and I think we're going to probably maybe do some trips with them and share functions and that and help them get going. So if anybody's listening, well done, boys, and look forward to meeting up with you soon for a few pints. Like.
Fantastic.
No, I've got a wee quick story as well then on that, right? About Saturday. But firstly, I've had a text here and there's Pat's put a message in. It's definitely the Dundee game. So Joe, you stick to writing music. So it's the Dundee game for Down Scotland and Downs in Proud. Right. So that's this Sunday, and it's a big day for the Kano Foundation. That's brilliant. So they get wee Jay in there as well. So if I'm in early with the kids, I'll nip in and see them before they get in. So that's really good. But talking about Celtic fans for Ireland and stuff, bloody hell, right? Seen Saturday after the game, went to an Irish pub in Aberdeen, and three guys sitting there, standing there. So I put a pint on the table and I walked away. The Sligo, I'm like, starts talking to me about the game. So I'm automatically a Celtic supporter. I really enjoyed the game. I think we deserve to win. I'm like, what is this? I was like, you're for Sligo? He's like, yeah, I'm a Sligo Rovers fan. I says, well, that's fine, right? And I says, so, but you want Aberdeen to beat Celtic? Oh yeah, I go to university in Aberdeen, so that's my local team. So I fully Aberdeen here, but I'm Sligo Rovers.
Is this a young guy, like?
Young guy, and then his dad came out.
Oh, because you were putting a voice on like he was a fucking pensioner.
His dad came out. The Sligo accent's not the best, to be honest with you. Toiling with a Sligo twang, but anyway, Jock's dad would be raging. But the wee boy, Aberdeen, you're saying, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? We started to get on top of Seamus Coleman, because they mentioned that the Everton-Chelsea game, he played in the same junior team as Seamus, no at the same time. And because they're saying about how Everton signed him for 60 grand, and he says the guy who ran Sligo Rovers at the time needed shot because he never put any clauses in or anything. You know, just straight 60. No nothing. And he says if a team like Sligo, £500,000, he says that could keep us going for years. So the wee guy was a genuine season ticket holder for Sligo Rovers, but no interest in Celtic, followed Aberdeen in Scotland.
Wow.
And you're just like, yeah, we cunt.
And him from Sligo of all places, look at him.
I don't know. There you go. Fucking Irish.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's all going well tonight.
I know.
So
anyway, on the hoops. Thursday night, let's get this done.
Thursday night, it's a 7 o'clock kickoff, isn't it?
Ronnie Dial, I'll start kicking some off.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, is it?
5 past 6, I think.
Oh, happy days.
Straight for work to the pub for me, like.
I'm going to come home and watch it.
You've committed yourself to watching every game in the pub this year, have you?
I've only seen 1, 2.
Well, start off slow. Right?
Yeah, but work permitting.
Work permitting.
I'm always working on a Saturday. To be fair, man, listen. I'm working 6 days a week, and on a Sunday I'm cleaning bird shit. So, what time have I got to go to the pub?
Is the Sparrow
Sunday as well? Toby Juggs put a note in the chat room there about the Barrafield Shamrock Celtic Supporters Club. They got all their members' codes because this Sunday it's Celtic are giving you 2 free tickets for your season book.
All right.
So they got over 90 tickets and distribute them between local youth clubs and the City Mission and the Food Bank. So those are able to afford to see Celtic get an opportunity to see them. So big up to the Barrafield Shamrock. Well done, guys.
Very good.
And, Lisa Miller's just put Celtic Wave Society tribute to Jockstein before Sunday's game at 12 o'clock.
All right.
Okay, so do you know where that is, Paul?
Aye, the statue.
Okay.
Was Paul, were you at the thing were you at Dunfermline?
I was, aye.
How did that go?
Well, put it this way. Remember not that you used to do a feature, The Embarrassed the Hoops? That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. I mean, I'm not being funny. I'm making a statement now. Don't let fucking actors wear that jersey again. I'm telling you, I could have strangled Comston, McAvoy, and a lot of them that day. They were fucking horrendous. Now, I believe it was because they had a mega session the night before. It's like, well, fuck off then if you're not going to take it seriously.
How come one of the HomeBhoys isn't getting invited to these things? What's going on?
Well, I know. It's.
I'd love to see Joe running about puking in the middle of the pitch.
I mean, the funny thing is, see the thing is, like, there was a lot of decent players on show. I mean, one guy for Dunfermline, you'll remember for the past, Ross Jack.
Aye.
He was a great Dunfermline player. Just looks exactly the same. Played really well. Dunfermline had a few guys playing that are still playing football and that, you know what I mean? So that
Vinnie Jones?
Vinnie Jones was there, never played.
Oh, right.
I don't know why he was there, like, but
what was the point of that?
he's just starting about with a suit. And it's funny because, you know, you think about Vinnie Jones, and I'm sure the image, you get big guy, black hair, short. He's got fucking grey hair now, so he's walking about saying, who the fuck's that signing all the autographs? It's fucking Vinnie Jones. Chris Sutton played centre half, played quite well. Simon Donnelly played quite well. Jackie, Mark Butchell looks like, I don't know, honestly, like that guy could play for a fucking Premier League team still, up front. Still got plenty about him. But a couple of guys, I mean, there was a guy playing for Celtic, I don't know, he played for the Man United team in the Rio Ferdinand game. He was horrendous. Gianni Capaldi, what his name is, he was horrendous. So Celtic controlled the game, but they lost 2-0. But there's a big crowd there. I mean, it was just under 5,000.
Wow.
And
That's good.
I'd actually was picking up my tickets, and believe it or not, the guy that was manning the fucking ticket bit was fucking John Yoxton, the chairman. So
Serious?
I said, what the fuck? And then I met Paul the Tim and that after that and stuff, and so had a bit of a crack. But it was a good day. It was a scorching hot day, and there was a lot of great, obviously great Joe Steen vibe. And Dunfermline had a really big support there, fair play to them. Like, Celtic had about maybe 1,500 fans there as well, But it was good, but let's just say we weren't over the moon with the performance of some of these fuckers, like, you know.
I mean, people like McAvoy are there to get people come to the game as well, especially the Birds. Birds love them. I mean,
didn't get me wrong, they were there. McAvoy was the star, you know what I mean? He shaved his head for an acting role, and he looked like he just escaped from jail, but and he looked fucked. He came on, second half, and he done nothing, and he just basically I think Murdo McLeod's like get off and just sign some autographs.
Fair play though, because that guy is actually he's a Hollywood. He's box office.
He's big. He's
like,
big,
you know what I mean? So I mean, fair play, like.
Aye,
because he doesn't have to bother us holding any of that, like.
No, he isn't. And I actually, because I actually got a couple of words with him after it, and he told me. And I remember we had this debate on the HomeBhoys the week before when John Clark done the flag, and people were talking about there was a talk about somebody else doing the flag, fans doing the flag, and he told me that Sunday that he was asked to unveil the flag on the Monday before it, but he couldn't do it because he was shooting a film. So there you are. So it could have been him.
They just fucking ask anybody then.
Aye, I'm sure we'll get a phone call soon.
But, and when is he coming on the show?
Well, I mean, by the way, I think you probably could get him. All that Compston, you know what I mean? Because they're pretty down-to-earth kind of guys, like, you know. But, you know, there was, to be fair, a lot of guys coming in. I mean, I seen Sid and Jackie after I had a crack, and a lot of guys came out, the fans waiting and all that kind of thing, but there was a few absolute nut jobs there as well, like there has to be said, you know. Guys are coming out, and this guy's thrusting a top in their face saying, take a photograph of his top, Pelly's had it, and Maradona's had it, and all that. And you can see them just going, alright, fucking hurry up with it then, you know what I mean? But no, it was a good day in the sun, and fair enjoyed that part of the result, obviously.
I've never been to East End Park since the day we drew on each, fucking that Falcon Bridge Cup.
Well,
the week before we stopped at 10.
Because he was getting, Jonathan Gould played for Celtic, he was getting a lot of stick about that on Sunday, because certain people were saying, you know, I could have scored the goal if I stopped 10 in a row if it wasn't for you, you daft cunt. And they were all slagging him about saying, oh, here it's Jonathan Gould, the Scottish, English, Welsh goalkeeper.
I could mind at that Jackie McNamara's testimonial dinner. Martin O'Neill done a speech, and it was Jonathan Gould couldn't make it, and he sent a message on the video to Jackie, and Martin O'Neill says, I think something to do with Joe Bugner. I can't remember how Joe Bugner came into it. Martin came out and says, there's Gouldy there. He says, he always reminded me of Joe Bugner. He says, both of them wore gloves from Noah Park. You're saying, you fucking picked him. But it was pretty funny, you know.
Jonathan Gould had one of the worst songs ever. I don't know if it was just to a bus that done it. Remember that rhubarb and custard cartoon?
Vaguely.
It was Jonathan Gould, Jonathan Gould, nah, 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 nah. Jonathan Gould, Jonathan Gould, nah, nah, nah.
That's what you're going to say, Jonathan Gould, no.
But I tell you, was there as well, that big lap Douglas played second half, and I tell you, all these guys, fucking Vinnie Jones, all these guys there, the one guy out of that whole two squads I would not like to meet at that night is Rob Douglas. He is a fucking giant of a man. Built like a brick shit. But you could not meet a nicer guy, like, so down to earth and just kind of happy to be there and all that sort of thing. And obviously Lennon was there. Let's just say his diet's not going very well. He's fucking piled on the pounds. Like, I didn't even recognise him.
Is that right?
First. I didn't even recognise him. And then when he started playing, fuck me, that's Neil Lennon. And he needed to say he was getting abuse. A charity fucking game. Chris Sutton was getting abuse, obviously. And,
aye, after his comment.
For the lie down and all that kind of thing. So but it was all good natured fun. And hopefully, because I think that wanker Yoxton and Calder would destroy the relationship with Celtic fans, Dunfermline fans. There was always a great relationship. And they had that boy Brian McLaughlin, and the fucking BBC Sports guy doing the Tano announcer, and he announces that Isfan Kozma as being the best player ever played for Dunfermline. And I'm like, hold on a minute here. Fucking Harry Melrose, etc., that beat Valencia 6-2 and all that, and under Joe Steen, they were all there, and it's like, give me a break. But no, it was a good camaraderie between both fans, and
remember in the centenary year that they got relegated, they had the big banner.
Aye. And obviously,
was it Happy Birthday Celtic in 2 years or something?
Aye, we'll be back.
We'll be back. Aye.
And Jim Leishman, of course, was there. And Jim Leishman, I could listen to him all day. He's fucking brilliant. He's so infectious with football. And he was talking about Celtic, and he was saying, I've been Dunfermline through and through all my life, blah, blah, blah. He says, but I tell you, he says, the best football team I've ever seen in my life is Glasgow Celtic under Joe Steen. Nobody could beat them and all that. You hear guys saying things like that, and the fucking hair in your back of your neck stands up, So, great day, and I believe they raised about 60 grand for the humanitarian crisis, so fantastic,
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
And some of the documentaries that's been on the last few days about Jockstein and stuff like that, tear out glass eye stuff, bloody amazing, Just he was a sort of pioneer, wasn't he? He started loads of stuff that then he took football at another level, I think, at certain times, do you know what I mean, with the attacking way that he played and stuff. It was beyond his years.
Aye. Well, that was it.
Sorry, anyway.
No, I was just going to say, I was at John Fallon's book launch at Celtic Park, and obviously there's a lot of questions about Steen, because John had a love-hate relationship with Joe Steen, and people were asking him about what the fuck's going on now?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, I must have the strongest mic in history.
I know.
I'm looking at, I've got glasses hanging off the top of my bar, and one of them is a wee bit squint, so I just moved it, and it's tiny another glass.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
for fuck's sake.
Hear ye!
I know.
But the journalists were asking him, what was Joe Steen like? How could you really describe him? And he just went, Alex Ferguson. He said, what Alex Ferguson's like is exactly what Joe Steen, he just copied everything. He was talking about how Alex Ferguson used to meet, when he was still a Rangers player, used to meet Jock Steen in a pub in Aikenhead Road in Glasgow. And he said, just to say, listen to him all the time and all that kind of thing. And he said, he just adopted his persona and he's everything, the hairdryer. He said, that's all Joe Steen, everything was Joe Steen and became him, so...
I heard that to McPherson talking about that before. Jock Steen and his wife used to meet Alex Ferguson and his wife and go out for dinner and that. And I remember maybe actually McPherson and his wife was there as well. I can't remember. I've definitely heard that before. Right?
I mean, Alex Ferguson was actually, I don't know if he caught it, it's quoted this week as saying that he would have happily have been Jock Steen's assistant manager for his whole career because he just loved him. He just loved everything about him, and he talked about how he took him to Gothenburg when Aberdeen won a Cup Winners' Cup, and he said, I wanted him to be there, I wanted the players to just see a guy like that and say, listen, we can do this, And Alex Ferguson said, what Jock Steen has any advice? He says, aye, because Di Stefano was the Real Madrid manager. He says, get him a bottle of good Scottish, black label whiskey. He says, what? He says, I'm telling you, just get him my name. So he went in, fucking Ferguson presents him with it. He says, Di Stefano, can you believe it? It's fucking stats for the people of Scotland, great player and that kind of thing. And he said, oh, thanks very much. And that was it. So Fergie walked away and he says to Joe, so what's that all about? He says, I'll tell you what it's all about. He says, he'll think you're here to make up the numbers. You're just delighted to be here and you fucking think he's great and they're great and that. He says, I'll give them a false sense of security. He said, he was 100% fucking right. He says, the Real Madrid are going to walk all over us and of course they never.
Mad TV things like that, mind games,
it is. It's great to see people to think that intensely about what they're doing and the outcomes and the consequences of certain actions. It's amazing. I mean, it's sociology, fantastic. But it's great to see that Jock Steen's still held such high regard. Not just because of Lisbon and because of what he done at Celtic, just overall as a manager and as a man. I mean, he must have been a serious force as a human being. Just like a presence.
I tell you what I chuckled at last week, Paul. You're talking about John Fallon's book launch, and it was in one of the papers. I don't know. It was up on Celtic Minded. I don't know what paper it was, and they were saying John Fallon speaks out about Jock Stein for the first time. Well, that's not true, because the first time he spoke about Jock Stein was on HailHailMedia when Chris McGuigan interviewed him. Mm-hmm. So the fucking papers have got it wrong. HailHailMedia had the fucking scoop. Remember that, no?
I do, yeah.
I mean, John and Jason and Joe tell you for the book launch, John doesn't hold back about anything.
I sat with him at a dinner here in fucking. I sat with him and Charlie Gallagher here at a dinner in Drogheda. He's a fucking lunatic.
Aye. Well, I mean, he's a home and away guy. He goes everywhere with Celtic style, and he was there, and Big Yogi, the original Yogi Hughes was there, and it's fucking amazing. I mean, Yogi Hughes is in his 70s, and he's still a fucking giant of a man. And a couple of guys were asking him about players that used to niggle him and that and stuff like that, and how he dealt with it and stuff like that. And Yogi just says, listen, he says, you play for Celtic, he says, you get that everywhere. He says, but we expected that. He says, we thrived on it. He says, I wanted players to deal with me, because when I put the ball in the net, he says, that was it. And every time a journalist says, what about this goal, Yogi? He says, listen, there was that many, I can't remember, Fucking just legends,
Yeah, John was a nice guy. It was nice to talk to him, and you're ready to his opinion, his blood with his opinions. You know what I mean?
Aye.
He writes a column for more than 90 minutes. Mm-hmm. Fanzine. He's a regular writer for them, so if you're ever looking for his stuff, it's in that.
But it is kind of funny how he's. I mean, is it the fact that he's kind of been whitewashed out of the Lisbon experience?
I think there was a bit of that. There definitely was a bit of that. But there are photographs and stuff. The lines insisted everybody was because he was on the bench and stuff like that. But for example, there was a thing for Jock Stein last week. He wasn't invited to that. Most of the Lisbon lines were and stuff. So it's sad, that kind of thing. I think that's because John speaks his mind. I mean, you heard his comment at the book launch. He says when he's talking about the fucking manky mob, and he says Sevco, rankers, wankers, whatever you call them. I mean, that's just John. You know what I mean? And I've got to say his book is absolutely phenomenal. If you like pissy football player autobiographies that didn't say anything, then didn't buy his book. But if you like hard hitting stuff, then go and read it, because it's fucking phenomenal.
Superb. Yeah, so I mean, out of all the shit that's happened this week, the one good thing is we had the book launch. We can talk about that and be positive. Apart from that,
it's always positive, isn't it?
Oh, it's still the greatest club in the world, Joe. That'll never change.
I understand that, but it's just
winning Thursday, all's forgiven.
That's true.
Well, if they win 2-1 or 3-1, we'll need to come on and sing the song.
What song?
Right.
When it's spring again, we'll sing again. 2-1 in Amsterdam.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And you can do the Joe Miller aeroplane going down the terrace and Paul. In fact, Jake was in front of us at Aberdeen. I wasn't talking, but there's a couple of rows in front of us in Aberdeen.
But he'll be there anyway, so in Amsterdam. So I'm sure he's not that well. Yeah, he's getting on right enough, but I'm sure he's still able to do it.
I think that's us done, lads. Are we done?
Aye, we're done.
Good luck.
Good and bad before we go. Who wants to go first? Harper, you want to go first? You just said.
Yeah, I think the bad's the same for the law, isn't it?
Aye.
The bad is just how I'm feeling about the team at the minute, which I didn't see coming. It's totally blindsided me. That's just how I'm feeling about things. I'm really fucking nervous about the immediate future. Really, I'm really worried. There's no two ways about it. So that's the bad. It's really just what we're talking about. It's just how I'm feeling about the nervousness going forward. And I am really genuinely worried. Just that we've seemed to have downsized so much, and you kind of think, have we really downsized? We're still getting this, we're still doing that. It seems like we had a kind of decent transfer window, but looking at it, it's a fucking worry going forward. It really is. I kind of fall more into Jason's camp, where thinking that it could end up being fucked. It's been fucked for a long time.
Aye.
Sorry.
I think it's in the post today. I think Scottish football is fucking. It's fucked. Aberdeen will be alright, and McInnes is doing a decent job for them and stuff like that. I just think Celtic have got no vision. They've got I don't think they've got any long-term plan for the future of the club. I just think they've got this strategy: buy small, sell big, and that's it. They don't do anything for the fans. Fans are leaving in their droves, and you're treated like a fucking second-class citizen when you go to watch it. And it's just they don't really. They seem to me as if they don't care. They don't. I mean, they're for instance, these European trips. They could make them affordable, but they don't. They don't care. They don't care.
Especially after the Malmo debacle. They should have been making a fucking Ajax affordable.
Team Malmo fans, Peter. Team Malmo fans were £100 cheaper than us to come to Scotland, and they all earned their wage. Us have got a higher standard of living in Sweden, and they're cheap. So you're trying to tell me their travel company never made any money. So, I just think that's it. We know the score. Celtic.
I mean, that's it. I mean, my bad just follow his own for that. I think big time Peter Lawwell's got to stand up and be fucking counted now. The guy's earning £1 million a year. There doesn't seem to be any long-term strategy. There doesn't seem to be any coherence to the fans. And every year we're in this fucking Groundhog Day situation. We've been out of the Champions League 2 years now. Are we going to be a third year, a fourth year, a fifth year, whatever, or we're going to do something about it and actually stand up? And I think it's Lawwell has to stand up and say, look, this is the fucking plans for the future, because, as Jason said, it does seem to be like they're just fucking making it up as they go along and reacting to stuff when they have to and all that kind of stuff, and that's not the way to do it at all. So.
We're just starting to drift.
Aye.
And it's just they're just waiting and Sevco getting promoted so that they think the fans will flock back again to full stadiums again. Where no, that's not how it works. But we'll see.
Right. So goods? Any goods?
Well, Joe, you've no good with yours.
Well, my bad's basically the way things are. Like you're kind of covering it already. I mean, the way like you say, vision. I think vision is the big word. Everybody wants to see like some sort of tangible plan in place, but it's not. It's like, you know, it's kind of moving from one stone to the next stone to the next stone to the next stone, but we're never getting across the river. You know what I mean? You're just fucking treading water. So
Darth Vader's yawning now.
He's tired. He's tired.
So get up, you.
Fucking Anakin Skywalker.
So the good, Harper.
I make no apology. I make no apology. Your name's no fucking Harper.
Give her a shot. That's what you should be saying, Lee Griffith.
No, I make no apologies for this. Fucking New York Mets. Are 9.5 fucking games clear in the National League East. We're 11 games wins away for clinching the pennant. It's all good. And you know what? The fucking New York Jets won last night as well. I had 2 fucking screens with both games that fucking granddad, no fools and horses. It's fucking great. Happy days. Let's go, Mets. Fuck anybody who doesn't like that.
I'm where you come. I'm with you. I got us directing at you, Paul.
It's funny because my good's going to be when the Mets blow the first playoff game again, but
there's every chance of that happening, don't worry.
So Paul, you're good.
My good, you know what, the fact that we're playing in Amsterdam on Thursday, you know, I mean, let's fucking go for it, you know, I mean, this is where we want to be. We can't be in the Champions League, so let's go and fucking make a fist of it, and let's go and play the Celtic way, you know, forget this fucking keeping up the park with one man and that kind of thing. I'd like to sit there and go, let's go and do what we done when last time we were there, fucking in the Champions League, when we fucking went and blew them away in the first 10 minutes. That'd be something that would be fucking stuff the dreams are made of, and let's not kill the hope of the younger fans that fucking live and die by these things, you know what I mean? So that's my good.
Yeah, it's true. If you're going to die on your sword. So, my good, probably the fact that I booked flights to Liverpool for this Merseyside derby. Very excited about that. Looking forward to get a good day out, Jason the lads for a few beers. So, can't wait.
How do you get all
the hate mail coming in there?
How do you go on these trips as well? You're another one. How do you go on these trips? And you fucking newborn child and this stuff. What's going on?
It's a one-day trip. It's not even going for a fucking week.
Yeah, just away in Glasgow last week. I mean, fucking, what's going on?
Here, listen. It's not my fault that you don't fucking go anywhere. You've lived in Ireland for 8 years. You've only been to Belfast, Dublin, and Drogheda. For fuck's sake.
What did you say? You'd been in Belfast?
I said.
Great. I was in Newry last weekend. Newry, boy, fucking brilliant.
Right, so that's us done, folks. Let's get the fuck out of here.
That's it.
Look forward to Thursday, Ajax, and then Sunday against Dundee. Let's hope next week's show is a bit more upbeat. But we'll see how it plans out. So that's it from me. You want to say goodbye, lads?
Goodbye, lads.
Goodbye, lads, and keep the faith.
Salon. Here's for a good result in Amsterdam.
Hail, motherfucking hail.
Yep. Light it up. Take it easy, folks. Hail, hail.
Get into them.
Okay, bye.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed. 'Cause you said the brain